Michaela Harris here. I want to take just a few minutes today to show you what you could be doing to outrank your competitors online and grow your business. And to do this, you're going to need this beautiful website here optimized and your Google Business Profile optimized. Doing this is going to allow you to reach more than 2,000 people in the areas that you serve. And I'll show you a little bit more about that. 1,200 of those over 2,000 that I mentioned are from Fairfax alone. So let's get started. These are just some things that you can do in order to reach those customers. So websites should function to bring you in more customers. If it's not bringing you in more customers, it's functioning a lot like a beautiful car with no gas. It's going to look really great, but it's not going to get you anywhere. So what you're going to want to do is optimize this website and your Google Business Profile in order to reach those people and make it to the first page of Google. So if I take a look at your website here, I do like the way that it looks. It's very clean, it's very nice. It looks very professional. However, I don't see 1,500 words of content. Now, 1,500 words is special because that is what Google algorithms look for when it crawls a website. It wants to see at least 1,500 to 2,000 words of content, and within that content, it wants to see the keywords. Now, keywords are important because those are the search terms that people use when they're looking for something on Google. You want those search terms that are buyer intent, meaning that someone has the intention of making a purchase of a product or service. Now, those words tend to look like a service and a city name. That way you know someone's looking specifically for your service and specifically in an area that you serve. So for this purposes of this example, I'm going to show you Fairfax. I don't have time to go through all the cities, but same principle applies. Also, you have multiple services. You can put each of these services on a separate back page. And by doing this, you can rank for tree trimming in Fairfax and tree removal and tree cabling. There are keywords for each one of these services, just like there are keywords for each one of your service areas. And by having your service areas and your services listed on separate pages is going to allow you to rank in more areas for more services and reach more people. The next thing you're going to want to do is optimize your Google Business Profile. In this profile, you're going to want to get more photos, reviews, and citations than your top competitors. Now, citations are just listing sites like Yelp or Yellow Pages that list your name, address, and phone number. Of course, you're going to want to also get those images geotagged. It'll just help you out in the long run. Now, when you get this optimized, it's going to allow you to rank in the top 3 of Google Maps, and that's exactly where you want to be, and I'll explain that in just a minute. But what I want you to see here is that this is your website statistics I pulled up. This is the overview, and it just shows that your UR and your DR are very low. Now, this is a trust and power rating that is influenced by your backlinks. Now, backlinks should be strong, powerful, and relevant. If they're low quality or irrelevant, they're going to look spammy to Google, and it's going to hurt your ranking, not help it. So you want to make sure you're getting those high quality, powerful backlinks. Now, backlinks are just a link from somebody else's website back to yours. Now, you do rank, or Google is finding some keywords on your page. However, if you take a look here at the position, any of these keywords, you don't rank for them. So here's what I'm showing you again. Tree service Fairfax, VA. That's a buyer intent keyword. 1,200 searches every single month, and you're on page 2 or 3. Tree service Fairfax, 50 searches, and I can go down all day long. Tree service in Fredericksburg, 300 and 100 for both of those words. We can go down tree, let's see, Alexandria was here somewhere. Alexandria has 400 searches just for one word alone. So basically there's a ton of people searching, but they're not finding you because if you take a look at this position here, you're not on the first page for any of them. Now, why this is important is because most people, when they're searching a word, are going to see the top 3 maps and the first page of organic URLs. 9 out of 10 people will never make it to the second page, and most won't click more businesses. You want to be as easy as possible for your customers to find you in order to maximize on all that traffic that's out there. And by bringing that traffic into your website, you're going to convert so many more of those to customers, specifically because you're targeting buyer intent keywords. So they're already looking for your services, but being right there in front of their face means they're going to click on your website and more than likely use you rather than one of these other guys. So if I take a look at your top competitor for Fairfax, It's this guy right here, JL Tree Service. His website looks pretty decent. I don't see 1,500 words though, and I already checked and some of those photos are not saving as keywords. So it just tells me that they're not really doing everything that they can be doing in order to rank, so it is possible to beat them out. So next thing, their UR is pretty decent, their DR is okay. With that many backlinks, I would think there's a pretty good bit of those that probably aren't the best quality. But again, there's other things that influence that, but I would just think that some of those probably aren't the best. They're bringing in a lot of traffic. However, you don't want to focus on this number too much, because if they're bringing in traffic from blog posts that are not targeted toward just specifically buyer intent keywords, that's going to look a little higher than it actually is. But again, what's important here is those keywords. Tree Service Fairfax, 1,200 searches every single month. So in their position number 1, which means every single person searching that comes across their website first. Being in maps allows you to not only target these people with your website, but it also targets those people that are maybe not looking at the organic URLs. So basically what I want you to see here is that there is huge potential for growth for your company. I mean, some of the other areas you service, Washington, D.C., Alexandria, and then of course, like I said, there's Arlington. So there's different ways people search the same things, and there's different ways they search in different areas and different services. By targeting those buyer intent keywords, you're able to maximize on well over 2,000 people just in the few cities I've mentioned looking for your specific services. Now and you're going to do this by optimizing that website, optimizing that Google business profile, and on that website listing your locations and your services on separate pages and putting 500 to 750 words of content on those, 1,500 words on the home page, and then of course getting those backlinks and citations to back you up. Now, this is going to allow you to rank on the first page and capitalize on all of this traffic. So ultimately, I want you to see there's huge potential for growth for your company. Of course, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I would love to talk with you more about this or answer any questions that you have. I would love it if you wouldn't mind to leave a few lines of feedback just so that I know this information is helpful to your business. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.